What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's movie is focused on 2021 breaking news in Yuba County. And the synopsis of this movie is: a woman takes advantage of her growing celebrity status when the police and the public think her dead husband is missing. And I thought this movie was alright itself, as you did have a lot of somewhat good moments, definitely some dark moments, and that's pretty much what I have to say about it. Now, the first thing I would say I liked about this movie would have to be the dark humor, like the darkness of the movie. Like, when I first watched this movie, there wasn't that many dark scenes in this movie, and I would say throughout the second act and like the last act of the movies, you definitely start to see some little dark moments of the movie, like like with how people get killed and everything. Like the way that some of the characters are killed off in this movie is just crazy. Like getting shot in the head. I would probably have to say the worst one, like the worst death out of this movie, will have to be the character of Leah Norton that was played by Bridget Everett. Like the way she was killed off in this movie was horrible. Like she probably had, in my opinion, the worst death out of the movie with how she was killed. But I would say like the dark humor of the movie was good in some aspects. Acting wise, acting was decent for many of the characters. I think that the main character, Sue Buttons, I think that she did a good job portraying the protagonist. Like when the movie started off, I really felt pretty sorry for her because it seemed like no one cared about her and no one really just did not like, well, I wouldn't say really liked her, but I just got that feeling like no one really cared about her, or she really wasn't on people's minds and everything. But as the movie continued forward, my sorriness for her turned into dislikeness for her. Like, I did not like her by the end of the movie because thanks to her lies and her irresponsibilities, she was responsible for at least like 4 to 6 people getting killed off that had nothing to do with her husband being missing. And her wickedness is everything. Like, I understand why she did it at first, just to get some attention, but it went way too overboard by the end of the movie. I would say what I didn't like about this movie would be that some of the characters who I wanted to have like a bigger role was a little bit underutilized or just not used enough. Like, I wanted to see Samira Wiley's character, played by Jonelle, have like a bigger role in the movie. Like some of the scenes that she's in, it's all right, but her last act in this movie was perhaps her best one, when she goes absolutely crazy on the robber, on a person that was trying to kill her and everything. Like, I wanted her to have like a bigger role in the movie. The story itself, it starts off good. Like you have like an understanding of what's happening, but then I would say maybe between like the second act, it kind of like drags off, like drags away and everything in some scenes, and it kind of like affected the movie for me. I would say the ending of the movie, not surprising, but I wish that Sue got what was coming to her due to what she had did to everyone else. But who knows what happens after the movie is over and everything. The characters that I enjoyed this movie will have to be Aquafina's character, Mina, Wanda Sykes' character, Rita. Like, she should have had some more scenes in this movie as well. Regina Hall's character, Cam Harris. Like, I think those were probably my favorite characters in this movie because they just have some sort of like comedic relief. And Regina Hall being a serious character, like Regina Hall got done dirty in this movie. Like, she knew something was off the very first time she met Sue, and no one didn't listen to her, and we saw what happens. But out of all, I would say if you come into this movie expecting like too much, like expecting like something like extremely serious to happen, you're going to be a little bit disappointed. But out of all, this movie itself, it's not that awful, but at the same time, it's not that good at the same. And how I would give this movie out of 5 stars, I would give Breaking News in Yuba County 2.5 stars out of 5. Thank you for watching. This is the end of the video, and more reviews is coming. More TV show reviews is coming. And until next time, goodbye.